It's game on, and we lead off with a great baseball man from a legendary baseball family. Hockey's also on our game day ticket, recapping the reunion 20 years in the making. The Swarm playoff push is now set. A young lacrosse star lays it out. We'll update Ricky Rubio's status, and Chef C is back with a Sunday culinary treat for us. It's a busy Sunday. It's Game On. And you found us, Game On, powered by 7, Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar, downtown's ultimate event destination. And a good Sunday to you, Rod Simons. Great to have you with us. A great show, too, if I do say so myself. We have hockey, lacrosse. If you were thinking about this being a hot dish, we'd have everything in it. We're also talking baseball, and a little later, we're starting to push a very special project for former Viking and Purple People Eater Jim Marshall. So we'll tell you about that towards the end of the broadcast. But as you know, we always start Game On by the numbers. And when we look at the numbers, the Twins get back for a week at home as the season's first month comes to an end. To get your pick ready, the Vikings are set for the 3-day NFL draft. A big card is set to tangle in the cage as MMA rolls into Target Center. And Swarm Lacrosse, that playoff push is coming to the X. Delighted to kick off Game On with one of my favorite baseball guys, Mike Veeck in the house. How are you?
Oh, it's great to see you.
Good to see you too. Welcome back into town. This is a fun time of year because baseball is really happening. Twins already busy. You're kicking things off, 20th anniversary season in just a matter of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about it, we came here June 1st, 1993. Wow. Andy McPhail, all the pundits are saying 45 days and Veeck will be out of business. 20 years later, I can't believe it. There must be something in the water. There's something to that Minnesota nice. So we're going to have a lot of fun this year.
One thing that is a constant is you always draw people out to the yard, and you want a bigger, better yard, which everybody who goes there says you got to have.
Well, we waited, as you know better than anybody, we waited 2 years to get a no from the University of Minnesota. They decided that they didn't want to build, so we went looking downtown, and once we saw the old Gillette building, and the Twins had obviously had a little interest in downtown St. Paul, so we said this would be a great place for a ball yard, 7,000 seats, and here's our $10 million. I learned a lot from Jerry Bell and the Twins because it took them a while to get traction, and I just wanted to be easy, get $5 million from naming rights, money from parking, money from the suites, and a rental factor, boom, $10 million the Saints will put up, City put up 15, and we're asking the state for 27.
It's not like you haven't done this before, though. I mean, you know what you have to do to get it done, and you're not shooting for $1 billion. So.
No, and we have a pretty good track record in Charleston where we built one. We're affiliated with the still hated Yankees there, and Hudson Valley with the Tampa Bay Rays. So we've built 3 or 4 ballparks around the country. What I would say that's different about St. Paul is I do want this to be a real centerpiece.
Right.
Because the Legion program here, for example, is the 3rd largest. 50 games will be Saints games, but 120 events will be high school, college games. Hopefully Hamlin will make it a home field. Yeah. So,
a lot of MIAC involvement, quite frankly.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we'll get those regionals that heretofore we've never gotten.
Nice. We're talking baseball. Mike Veeck is in the house. Great to have you back. When we come back, a lot more on plate, including something special that involves disco. Only here. It's Game On. Don't forget, stay connected with us and catch up at our site. It's GameOnTVMN.com with great blogs. We cover it from the Vikings to the Twins, Wolves, Wild, and MMA. We link you to our Viking partner site too. That's purplepride.org. Check us out at GameOnTVMN.com. Fans always have a voice here on Game On. It's Voice of the Fan, brought to us by the best Viking fan site, purplepride.org.
Decent. They're going to beat Kansas City.
Will that make the season if they beat Kansas City?
No. Detroit's going to beat us, I'm sorry.
Can they do better than last year?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we have Josh Willingham.
On deck, do you remember this? The disco demolition? Mike Veeck talks about that and more ahead on Game On.
Hey Dave, we're out of Bud Light. Oh, good thing I just downloaded this app. Here we go.
It's the sure sign of a good time. Just right taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
Nice app. I gotta get a new phone.
Hi, this is Brian Layton of GB Layton. Welcome to your nighttwountwincities.com. We are excited to bring the newest, the most comprehensive local entertainment website to the Twin Cities and the surrounding communities. This is the most affordable way to promote your business, bar none. With a few clicks, the perfect night or day is planned. Restaurants, accommodations, nightclubs, bands, entertainment, events, specials, and more. Fast, easy, and fun. Your night out is in the palm of your hand.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diner's Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination. Welcome back, it's Game On. I gotta tell you, most of the fun is during that commercial time with Mike Veeck in the house. Fun is Good is still one of my favorite books to read. You had a great time doing it, but there's more books in the offing.
Yeah, there's a book by Paul Dixon coming out on my dad that we've actually read and liked, and it's very balanced. My mother, Mary Frances, 91, loved it, and then I have a book coming out with Al Fadden in October, another boring business book.
Nice. Were you and your dad, Bill Veeck, close?
Not as father and son. It was an interesting thing. When I went to work with him with the White Sox, I didn't really know him. But I got a chance to watch him operate. And by the time I left 6 years later, when he died, there was nothing left to say. Baseball not only brought us together, but healed our relationship as a father and a son. It was just marvelous to watch him, how he treated people and how he didn't just talk the talk, he really walked it.
And you know, recently we had the Jackie Robinson Day in Major League Baseball. Your dad really was a quiet trendsetter when it came to bringing African Americans into baseball.
Yeah, he felt very strongly. Obviously, he'd been in the Marine Corps. He was raised by parents who were colorblind. One of the great lessons in Wrigley Field, when my dad worked for Phil Wrigley, his father took him in the box office, said, "What's the color of all that money?" My dad looked at the money and he said, "It's green." And then he said, "What's the color of the man who put that money in the till?" And my dad looked at my grandfather, and gosh, the pressure was on, and he said, "I don't know." And he goes, "Never forget that."
Awesome.
Isn't that great? And that was it.
It just brings me to my knees. That's fabulous. One of the things that you will be forever tied to is that one day when Puka Shells and disco and the Bee Gees, everything kind of came together with baseball. Disco Demolition.
It seemed like a great idea for an off night.
And it was your idea.
Rescheduled against the Tigers. I called Steve Dahl from WLUP. And I said, "Look, Steve, have you ever done this live?" He goes, "No, I just do it on the radio." I said, "Well, I'll be down there in 5 minutes." He got off at 10. At 10:05, I was there. And a month later, we drew 100,000 people to the corner of 35th and Shields. Forfeited the second game because Sparky Anderson gave such a tremendous performance. They ought to rename the Tonys the Sparkies. I mean, he was all over it. My guys, my Warriors can't play in front of all these people. So
there was stuff all over the field.
There was debris everywhere, but I've been in real riots. This was not a riot. This was just a small misunderstanding among 60,000 stoned kids in Chicago.
Oh, my goodness. That's at a wonderful old ballpark. I wish it was still there.
Oh, they built Comiskey in 1910, the oldest ballpark in the world. Those great Roman arches.
Oh, yes.
For its time, it was way ahead of its time. But even when the grand old dome started to sag a little bit, $10 million worth of engineering and structural change could have preserved what is the oldest ballpark. People think it's Tiger Stadium or Fenway or Wrigley. Comiskey was the oldest.
We could go on and on. Will you come back? Next time you're back, will you be with us?
I would love to. I would love to.
Mike Veeck in the house. God
Thanks,
bless you.
thanks
Always
so
great
much.
to have you here.
One of my favorites.
Oh, I love that too. Only here on Game On. Fans are back. Voice of the Fan brought to us by purplepride.org.
I think they're gonna do better than last year, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. But I still think they're gonna do better than they did last year, and less losses and more wins.
And we are far from finished. On deck, Chef C on Skybar. Next.
The resemblance is uncanny. Your mustache, the way you give orders, you look exactly like Rick Adelman.
Like me, Rick Adelman is a handsome man, so I thank you. But I'm still going to destroy your planet.
Threaten all you like, I'm not giving you my Nikola Pekovic jersey.
Hear that? That's the sound of my super death ray beam warming up.
On second thought, you look more like Mark Cuban.
You take that back.
Ever feel like you're missing out on mobile internet because smartphone plans cost too much? T-Mobile's here to help. With America's largest 4G network, Facebook, gaming, entertainment, T-Mobile gives you all this for just $49.99.
Introducing T-Mobile's best plan ever. Unlimited data, talk, and text. 2 lines, just $49.99 each for a limited time. From America's largest 4G network.
T-Mobile.
Check out our latest 4G smartphones like the HTC Sensation and the MyTouch 4G Slide.
It is Cooking with Chef C. Rooftop, Skybar. Very, very cool. Best view in town.
It is. It's my favorite time of the year. You know, you got the sun is shining. You got a bunch of people up here. This is the time to be downtown.
So if you want to go to a ball game, get out of work, whatever you want to do, you can come up here. Now you can order from the steakhouse or the sushi menu, but you also have a raucous menu for happy hour.
We have a great happy hour menu, and we also have a rooftop menu. And you know, we have a bunch of pizzas, we have a bunch of flatbreads. We have kind of simple, you know, easy stuff that it's quick, it's easy, it's fulfilling. I mean, you come in here all the time, you sneak in, you don't tell me,
My
and
wife's
you
gonna
eat
kill me
this
for this.
barbecue pizza all the time.
It's the greatest barbecue chicken pizza I've ever had.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we do a great barbecue sauce. We put a little bit of chipotle in there so it has a little smokiness to it.
Just enough, too.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that you do this, and you look at the menu, you get chicken wings, you have sliders, you have tater tots, and a number of different pizzas, but you really do listen to the customers who want to get in, get fed, get to the ball game, and get in their seat by first pitch.
Absolutely. I mean, that's ultimately what our goal is.
Right.
Is we're down here, we're by the Timberwolves, we're by the Twins.
Yeah.
You got to get in, you got to get out, you got to get to that first pitch, you got to relax. We're all sports fans here.
Yeah.
You know, my entire team of staff here understands that you guys are in a rush. You know, we don't have time to lollygag. We got to get you over to the game so you can relax and,
great word.
and have a beer and watch the game.
Lollygag.
Yeah, you know,
I love
sitting
that.
around. You know?
Very nice. The pizza's outstanding.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Only with Chef C on Game On. Time now for the Bud Light lineup. Wolves end the season April 26th against Denver. Boston on the 23rd against the Twins. Vikings will open their preseason schedule at San Francisco on August 10th, and the Swarm get Colorado on the 28th. Gopher baseball in Iowa. Cannon Valley helps the Saints get busy on the 11th. Stars soccer against Atlanta and the Lynx in business in May. PGA will be in New Orleans on the 23rd to the 29th. NASCAR in Richmond. The Wheels of Thunder welcomes the NHRA in Brainerd on August 19th. And MMA and the Extreme Challenge on the 28th. 7 events, don't forget. Save your Wolves and Twins ticket stubs for a complimentary drink. Ultralounge Friday, 7 Saturdays, and all-you-can-eat sushi Sunday and Monday. And that's your Bud Light lineup. Time again for Voice of the Fan, brought to us by purplepride.org.
Better than last season?
Yeah.
70 losses.
On deck, it's time to talk about the buzz, Swarm style. Only here on Game On.
We don't play lacrosse for the money,
The fame.
or the perks.
We play lacrosse for the brotherhood, the thrill,
the love of the game.
We are your Minnesota Swarm.
And we are ready to work.
Bring out your friends and family to support the Swarm as they take on the Colorado Mammoth Saturday, April 28th at 7 p.m. on Treasure Island Field at XL Energy Center. Reserve your seats now at mnswarm.com.
Get the party started. Dial it. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
Twin City Wireless doesn't care about our competitors. We care about you, the customer. We care that you get the best prices. Plans starting at $40 a month. Unlimited text, talk, international text, and internet.
Twin Cities Wireless carries all the latest models of phones and accessories and handles all service providers.
At Twin City Wireless, your problem is our problem. Twin City Wireless now has 2 locations, Brooklyn Center and Northeast Minneapolis. Twin City Wireless, it's not just business, it's personal.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Great to have you with us on this Sunday. Brad Simons and Jordan MacIntosh of the Minnesota Swarm. Great to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks, no problem.
Good to have you here. When we look at the season that is unfolding, not many games left, stretch run, nationally televised game to end the season against Colorado. You guys got a lot that you're fighting for.
Yeah. Obviously, number one priority right now is making the playoffs. We're probably about 1 game out from that. And then, that last game against Colorado will be on national television, so we're really excited about that and showing the country what we can do.
Is it right that you're the first rookie to ever make the All-Star game from the Minnesota Swarm?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty cool honor, and I didn't really know that until later on, but it was pretty cool.
What was it like being there, being a part of that? You guys are having a good season, and you're representing the team out there.
It was pretty amazing. There's so many good players in this league, and even the guys from our team are just awesome players, and being honored with those players I've looked up to my whole life is very, very cool.
What a lot of people at home might not know, especially a lot of fans, is that during the course of the season, a lot of the lacrosse players, a lot of the lacrosse pros, are commuting from their hometown to the Twin Cities or wherever their destination is. And that was the case before you moved here earlier in the season.
Yeah, so I was, about the first 2 months, I was commuting, it's very tough. You're usually flying early morning Friday, coming in, playing a game, flying out early morning Sunday, and getting back to your job or school Monday to Friday. So it's very tough. It's tough on the body, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're studying college. Are you enjoying the professional ranks?
Yes, it's very nice. It's a little less stressful. All you focus on is lacrosse, no school and that stuff. So it's all lacrosse all the time.
Yeah. Is it like you thought it would be when you were in school?
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to play in this league. It's the highest league you can play in to play lacrosse, and it's definitely what I thought it would be.
You have scored in nearly every, maybe with the exception of 1 game, you've scored in every single game.
Yeah, 1 game I couldn't put it in against Edmonton, but every other game I've been able to find the net, which is pretty cool.
Is that part of the game plan? Obviously, you want to get your shots.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a transition player, so I kind of focus on odd man opportunities, stuff like that, and I've been getting a lot of good opportunities this year, so I've just been burying the ball when I have my chances.
Well, we're delighted you're here. Keep up the good work.
Thanks very much.
Congratulations on a great season. Get the playoffs, man.
Thanks.
Jordan MacIntosh in the house. He's one of the Swarm, only here on Game On. You can keep up with the Wolves and the NBA with my weekly blog at SimonsSays at Timberwolves.com. Keep connected with all things inside the team and part of that great NBA website, all at your fingertips. Drop me a note too, because it's interactive at rod@GameOnTVMN.com. And look for a new Simon Says blog every Thursday at Timberwolves.com. Still ahead, we're recapping the reunion, North Star style, only here. It's Game On.
We don't play lacrosse for the money,
the fame,
or the perks.
We play lacrosse for the brotherhood, the thrill,
the love of the game.
We are your Minnesota Swarm.
And we are ready to work.
Bring out your friends and family to support the Swarm as they take on the Colorado Mammoth Saturday, April 28th at 7 p.m. on Treasure Island Field at XL Energy Center. Reserve your seats now at mnswarm.com.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diner's Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination.
I'm telling you, Kevin Love won the three-point contest.
That's impossible, you stupid flying horse. Love is a rebounder.
He does everything now.
Oh, so now he's this magical basketball wizard.
Yeah, pretty much.
We live in some fairy tale world where anything is possible.
Fine, don't believe me.
I won't. Hey, let's stop at the chocolate gumdrop waterfall.
Sounds good. Could you just wait a little bit?
Welcome back to Scheme On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. Great to have you with us. You recognize the North Stars here? Tim Young, Brad Maxwell in the house. Fellas, good to have you with us.
Thanks for having us.
Good to have you, Brad. Good to see you again.
Thanks for having us.
The reaction, everything that I saw on Facebook and just seeing the people that were involved was a smashing success.
It was great. I mean, I think all the people, I've been going around town with my business stuff the last few days, and people everywhere I go, they say they see you on TV and they saw the reunion, and they're laughing at it. They had a great time, and they were, pretty ecstatic about it, and the guys had a good time too.
You're shaking your head.
Oh, it was a fun weekend. It was just great to see everybody and just reminisce some of the old stories we used to have. It was a lot of fun.
Why did it take so doggone long to make this thing happen?
Well, I think it didn't get there, and Tom Reed was the president of the Alumni for 12 years. He did this by himself, and I don't know how he ever did it.
Right.
I have so much help from my wife and stuff to do this stuff. It's a two-person job, and maybe more than two people. But, so all of a sudden it just came out one day, let's do this thing, and, we thought it'd be a great idea. It's just the North Stars are, we go to the games, we see the jerseys, we see the hats at the Wild games and stuff, and he just said, why not? Let's do it.
When the Wild have a down season like they've had the last few, it really makes people think about the days when the North Stars were here, and you get a lot of that.
Well, we do, but we had some down years also, and we had some.
People tend to forget about that.
Right. Yeah. Well, they do, and I think what they remember our Stanley Cup run and all that, and I think that really helps a lot.
Yeah. There was a lot of talk about that during the reunion, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. We talked a lot about, when they went in 91, we went in 81. People always remember the great teams. If you look back at the Twins, people remember when they went to the World Series, won the World Series, all that kind of stuff. So that part is people always remember, and they want to be part of that winning group. And but like Timmy said, we had some downtimes too. But but it's the North Stars. It's kind of the heart. And I said to so many people over the reunion, I says, the North Stars should belong in Minnesota, just like the Vikings and the Twins are here.
Right.
Those are logos that belong in Minnesota, and they should never leave.
Wolves too.
And Wolves too, sorry. Yeah, Wolves.
What do we do now? How do we keep this momentum going?
Well, I think the thing is that people said, when are you going to do this again? And, most of the guys that I talked to that came in for the reunion and stuff said, let's do it in a couple of years. Let's take a look at it. We'll do it. We're learning, and we took on this, and it worked out great. But maybe next time we do it bigger.
Nice. And the golf tournament this summer?
What I think we could do on adding to that is we combine both, the 81 and the 91 teams. Because it seems like we have more of the 81 guys around than the 91 guys, so that would be kind of good if we could get both groups together.
Well, we're going to hold you guys to that. Would that be all right?
Yeah, you can hold us.
You're bigger than us, so you can kind of push us around a little bit if you want. Fudge on the time, but let's do it again.
Yeah, we'd love to do it again. It's and like the guys said, a lot of our guys that came on, that came down here and stuff like that have just, they had such a great time. The emails that I got back from our guys, and the one thing that I have to say about them, they're the best bunch of guys. They signed autographs, they went through the hoops, and they never complained, and everybody just, they sat there, they did what they wanted to, and they were, they were awesome guys.
Timmy, Brad, great to have you guys with us.
Hey, thanks
North
for having
Stars reunion, and if they want to get it on Facebook,
Minnesota NHL Alumni. We have our golf tournament coming up July 12th in Hastings. We're looking for people to come out and sponsor, come out and help. Go on our website. You can donate to Minnesota NHL Alumni. We're a nonprofit organization, and we give our money back. We get it at the end of the year, and we don't pay any of our guys to do anything. The guys come out voluntarily. They do all the work, and then we give it all away.
Looking forward to it. Only here on Game On.
Surgery went well, so I'm happy about that. Now it's a slow process, but it's been so far so good. The things are going good. We just have to wait until I can do more things.
After an amazing start in that season of turnaround, Wolves fans have had a tough ride to the season's finish line, thanks in part to the knee injury that shelved rookie point guard Ricky Rubio. Rubio's back in town, his rehab on schedule, and things are looking up for next season.
I just have to be positive. We can do nothing else that look forward because we can do nothing about it.
The Octagon is ready and the Extreme Challenge is back at Target Center. Nearly 24 MMA specialists will be going toe-to-toe for what promises to be a night of many fights and excitement. This Minnesota native is one of the headliners.
I like to stand up and knock guys out. That's my thing.
Nice.
It's like, just punch them in the face and end it as fast as possible.
I love that. No fiddling around.
No, I don't get paid by the hour, so go in there, the faster I finish it, the faster I get paid.
Nice.
Go home, have fun, get ready for the next one.
And in this recent appearance, legendary Viking quarterback Joe Kapp gave us the idea, and now we're on it. We've started a Facebook page to raise awareness and hopefully help nudge Jim Marshall into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's just flat out time. So go to Facebook and search for Jim Marshall Hall of Fame campaign. Together, we're going to get it done. And that's your Game On update. We'd love to have you join us for live Game On taping here at 7 downtown. Check our website for all the up-to-date guest lists. You can view shows too and stay in touch via Facebook, Twitter. All our shows are on iTunes as well. It's Game On TV. And if you want the entire MMA discussion, go to our Facebook page right there. The bout is April 28th. A whole bunch of them going on over at Target Center. We'd love for you to be a part of it as well. Next week, only here on Game On, we're talking basketball with an NBA champion.
I think the Western Conference, even though Oklahoma City has had the best record for most of the season, San Antonio is making a strong run to get that claim as the best team in the Western Conference. But right now, things are so wide open. If a team gets hot at the right time, they could make a long run.
They're resting Kobe over the last couple of weeks over the shin thing. Lakers a player in that?
Oh, for sure. When you have two big guys like Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol,
yeah.
And when the game slows down, it becomes a half-court game.
Yep.
You have inside guys now that can get you inside baskets, but also they can get you to the free throw line to help you get some cheap points that way. And if those two guys can stay consistent, and with Kobe Bryant being the maestro that he is from the outside, the Lakers could be very, very tough to deal with.
Kobe better than MJ?
No.
Okay, we're still sticking with MJ.
No doubt about it.
Despite what Scotty and the other
You know,
guys.
is Michael Jordan and then the rest of everybody else.
Okay. Trent Tucker next week here on Game On. And that is it for us. Thank you for letting us be a part of your Sunday. Get our updates at GameOnTVMN.com. Have a great week. Go Twins tomorrow and keep your game on.